Solidify!
To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to... And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the... But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot, even if we can't see exactly where this... Wait a second! Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here, and... Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Oh, wait! Could she be ignoring us? Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find... When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions. Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
And all the more valuable for it. Crumble!
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something. But, look! She's sitting over there! What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very... Oh! It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. What's happening? Traveler?
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot...
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the folk. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our... Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right. Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes... So, how are you doing? Feeling...
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, it is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas. Particularly in hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. That incense typically has no effect on most people. But for a very select few... Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you...
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand that based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that if you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Ooh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as... So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let... The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again... For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day, and of good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right! Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here! What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, if he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could... Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw... Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains... Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
All right, next let's see your right hand, but please remember that you still need to be...
Yes, I will.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming...
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning...
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now.
Yes, you can count.
So, Kale, Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but...
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty... They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads. As for Master, well, yeah, today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps. Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Calm weather. Do not trust your eyes. Your eyes can lie to you.
Barbados.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? There's nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the...
I wanted to play some more.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have... It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach this...
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with straight...
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide... Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the... Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but...
Sorry.
So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious... I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day...
So that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? All right, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy.
Looks at it, the deity that's carved on the... Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kus? You might be right. The statue... Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly... Nice work! That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Tired after all that climbing.
Yay! Food! Well, hey! Don't be a party I
prepared a nice portable dish that...
No! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper.
You really know how... Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the rest...
Yay!
Oh!
So, Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything...
No, you've got... I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, but Master declines their offers. Seems you already know Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking. In fact, Master's the one...
Really? Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one Paimon's still kinda upset, though.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?"
Hey! Don't! Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. That...
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon...
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. Oh, well,
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back!
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait.
I think I'll stay here a while.
Huh?
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she...
No need to. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. I suppose...
So, Tainari, what...
Let's take this conversation. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're... So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you... Well, because Kale... And honestly speaking, I was against... But... she...
So, Tainari, what...
Right. Ever since she was a child...
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses in its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is, with appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it. However, Kale's days with Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful. But her experience with the...
Oh, Paimon had no idea.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her...
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friends.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharva. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary. All right, now that I've told you about...
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still...
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalkalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. New to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Kainari.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey Tainari, we found the...
Let me take a look. I'm quite glad you two came along.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharva.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol, can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and
Okay, I understand.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still... there's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. The affected area is not only...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the...
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a... Only someone with a vision can venture with it, but you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision.
It seems the rumors about you are true. We typically only teach visitors... Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, Paimon doesn't like...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that... Thank you. But I must warn you. Even with elemental... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering...
let's go!
Everybody stand! Lament!
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
I won't accept defeat! Think you can bully me?
Get moving!
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering. Yes, thanks to you two.
Kind of.
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appeared, if that simply meant more work for me, then that would... For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering Zone, this presents a crisis and most disturbingly...
Huh?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the... I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and... Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge. And the Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly... And as for the Withering, its emergence is... That's right. My ancestors learned of this from great... I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here. All right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for...
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This duskbird is Hypatia's desert.
Oh, her?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from she must have just finished. It's been nearly...
What? You mean she's been...
Well, obviously, because this has happened. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should I've got some emergency rations set aside for
Wait, you want us to bring her the rest?
Let's find out. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But, wait, how...
Back when we were clearing, and if I may ask, when I was telling... That's correct. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just my forefathers were shown much favor by greater Lord Rukadevata. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and when you passed out, I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her
that sounds nice.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of... Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to know.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
5 duskbirds.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Alicia, are you alright?
So...
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait, why does it look... Huh? How things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the... Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Fracture! Cyclone!
useless!
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change? Think you can bully me?
Going in! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here!
voice is getting weirder by the minute! Hey! What's the matter? You don't look so good!
Teamwork is strength! Keep moving! Lament! Worthless! Here! Here!
The end is nigh.
Shake your hand, yeah! Can't handle your drink, huh? Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of the bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she... Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Are you... Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better... Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me.
Well, actually, we didn't didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit.
Oh, I seem to...
Your neighbor? You mean there's some...
Oh? So...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived,
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because...
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was... And at that very moment, I suddenly know... In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't... It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I... Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish...
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other...
Let's use the... Oh, it smells amazing!
Are you already finished cooking? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's it took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. You should know that some researchers spent their
So why does this incense allow people to connect?
The ingredients used to make spirit borneo primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These since the root of the dendro... Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irma... That was primarily due to her body taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of spirit borneo would... Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using it...
Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of...
Whoa!
As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connect, which is why I must turn to the... If only my perception... I am currently in the stage of training. Sages have said that Irminsul contains... That's why we meditate alone.
Whoa! So knowledge from
Of course I do. However, I've been feeling... I believe that being... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god...
What's so strange about...
Well, it's... Yes. The sages say that wisdom implies rush. Yes. If one struggles... The fact that the people of Sumeru do... I was born into a family of... I studied hard. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, it was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I... just be sure not to speak of this if you...
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. World forget... If you two are... There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my savior.
all right and had the chance to ask her some questions.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that as Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Ermin's.
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any...
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper...
Tainari, your master is an integral part.
And what exactly does my master...
You'll know once you've arrived.
And how long will I be
There's no...
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, if that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you...
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project. But I had to But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered...
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for...
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are recent. How about this? I'll write you a letter. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise. So I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! Oh, that's right! Tainari, we have something
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought she knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
The rainforest is the best place to live. For the next interview.
I've been waiting for you.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both, but I guess now I understand that the most important...
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We're probably still gonna worry about...
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh? What?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
I hope that whenever you eat them, well then, I train you...